This is Justin Case of American Newscape joining our friend and mentor Joyce Rockwood for some insight on how essential oils can be easy. Joyce joins us to share a few other natural health solutions that boost natural digestion, that enhance sleep, and provide energy solutions. Greetings, Joyce. Welcome back to American Newscape.
It's always a joy to be back. Thanks for having me back, Justin.
You are welcome. Thanks for coming. Joyce, you work with many individuals and busy professionals. In our previous segments, you've talked about how some of the most common health issues people suffer from often include poor digestion, compromised sleep, and low energy. What are your thoughts on these issues and how they manifest? And how can people begin to address these issues at the root cause?
Oftentimes, I do work with busy professionals and purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and they are struggling with these issues, right? Digestion, sleep, low energy, the time it's taking them to try and figure all this stuff out on their own. It's really taking away their ability to focus and perform optimally. And in the end, it's taking away their freedom. What I've noticed is that most of these issues are a manifestation of poor nourishment. You know, you and I have talked before about even children and the epidemic of obesity and things of that nature relating to the junk food epidemic and the quality or the lack of quality that these kids are eating, our children are eating. When we're talking about adults, it's really no different. And unfortunately, a lot of times the issues that people are suffering from are not necessarily caused by something overnight. It's an accumulation of habits for weeks, months, and even years. I'm working with a gentleman right now who has an esophageal issue, and I had to explain to him, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time because this is a cellular issue where we're working with trying to rehabilitate the growth of cells and proper performance. So if we're looking at the cause and the manifestation of digestive malaise, poor sleep or compromised sleep or insomnia even, and energy. I mean, these are really things we rely on to get through a day. We really want to look at proper nourishment. And there's a number of ways we can nourish our body. So we'll get into that in a moment. And the way we begin to address these issues typically is by just looking at the health history of the individual. And so when I work with my clients, I take in a health history with what they've, eaten in the last, recent months, what they grew up on as well, some of the medical history that they want to share in terms of surgeries and meds they've been on, because as you and I both know, and in other broadcasts that we've done, the microbiome is really managing all of these aspects of our health. And unfortunately, rounds and rounds of antibiotics can really undermine the performance of the microbiome, and really a very specific issue. And a repercussion of that is poor sleep and poor immunity, and definitely poor digestion, which is the most obvious. So the way we begin addressing these issues is at the root cause. We don't just start troubleshooting, the symptoms per se. And the way that I do that is by allowing my clients to understand that it's not just what they eat, but it's how they eat it that makes the biggest difference. So that's where the elements of food combining can come in, and juicing. But today I want to really focus on very simple, safe, and natural solutions that we can use as a natural form of medicine in your own home, because the goal here is to really support people out of their struggle and help them feel like a healer in their own home, and help them feel empowered. Really, the whole goal when I work with my clients is to empower them with the knowledge and the understanding of what's happening inside of their body so that they can troubleshoot anything that might be chronic, as well as, of course, anything that might come up that's unexpected. And I think you've got some experience with essential oils too, right? You've worked with them in the past.
I do. But you sparked a thought. When we talk about the microbiome, how do the essential oils interact with that? I mean, the microbiome, the way I understand it, is it's all that good bacteria that's inside of us that's helping us digest and keeping us in balance, and keeping us healthy, helping us go to the bathroom, and many things. So how do those essential oils interact with microbiome?
Well, yeah, that's a great question, because people might be thinking, geez, essential oils, they might be thinking that they're just about a sweet scent. And aromatherapy is a powerful modality. The essential oils that I work with my clients are extraordinarily unique in that their grade is unmatched in the marketplace. And I say that without just flamboyance. There's a ton of science, there's years of research, and there's about 24 different very stringent scientific tests that are performed on the oils that I work with. They're considered a medical grade that are actually used in hospitals. And so the difference between these oils and something you might just find per se, like in a health food store, would be the difference between, you know, your your Fruit Loops and going to the produce aisle to get the real deal. So, what makes these oils unique on another level is that they can be used aromatically, right? So I have my diffuser going behind me. They can be used topically on the skin, but more importantly, many of the oils that I work with my clients can be used internally. And if you're listening to this right now and your eyes are brightening or widening and you think, why would anyone put an essential oil in their body? Well, you would if it was this grade. And if you look at a bottle of essential oil that you bought from a store and it says for topical use only or only for aromatic use, and it's a lemon oil, that should tell you something about the lack of testing, because an essential oil of lemon should be cold pressed from the rind, and that's it. But a lot of companies cut corners and they use synthetics to, water them down. They marry them with other diluting mechanisms. They don't use the highest grade possible, and they don't test them for efficacy for internal use. So they can't be utilized that way. Well, when I work with an essential oil, I want to know that if it's lemon, I can definitely take it internally, because that lets me know that it's clean. So when we're talking about how these oils can affect the microbiome, because
Joyce, before you get off of this, a lot of people don't realize it. I had an organic chemistry company, and we utilized essential oils back in the late 90s. And our suppliers and our sources would forever tell me that they're not all created equal, even from what they sold, because there's so many fallacies in how they're labeled. So with my experience, I don't even trust the labels anymore. You almost have to put your hands on the ingredient or the product and see if it's meeting the standards that you require. And I promise people, once they up their game and bring in the proper types of oils, they're going to see a dramatic impact in the quality of those products. They'll find that they use less, that they're more effective, and they don't have to worry about what they might be putting in their bodies.
I did not pay you to say those 3 bullet points.
No, but it's something that I won't say that.
That's pretty remarkable. Yeah.
Well, it's something that I had to learn the hard way. And I'll just give everybody the brief example of it. We were making a product that had aloe vera jelly in it. Now you can go into your drugstore and buy something that says it's 100% aloe vera jelly. Well, that's not what it is. Back in the late 90s, aloe vera jelly cost about, I want to say, $180 a gallon. So how many tubes of aloe vera jelly do you think you could get out of that? And what that says is it was like 0.5%. But somehow the labeling geniuses of the day allowed them to put 100% on there, almost as if they might mislead us. So if
There's a lot of,
so it's just something that people need to be cognizant of, aware of. And, sadly, I have a soapbox way too tall to be talking about this. But life is too short to dance with ugly essential oils.
And the truth is that the industry is unregulated, right? So a lot of companies can slap the word 100 words, 100% pure on the side of their bottle, and words like organic. But what's unique about the oils that I work with my clients is that on the bottom of every bottle, and this is another thing that sets them apart, sets doTERRA apart from all the rest, is that there is a lot number. And as a consumer, you can go onto their source2u.com website and type in the lot number, and you're talking about purity. You can actually see the third-party test results that were performed on that batch of oil you're holding. And that is a level of transparency that no other company in the world provides right now.
Wow.
I say right now because you never know, that might change. But, there's a cost associated with quality with anything that we typically do or buy in our lives. And if you understand the level of labor and love and proficiency that goes into testing these oils so that you can use them and rely on their efficacy every single time, like surgeons do and dentists do and other medical practitioners and veterinarians do, then you will understand that it's worth it. Because if you're using oils that are cheap, and cheap not only in price, but cheap in quality, that means you're not getting the results that you want. You're spending money and kind of having it go down the toilet. You're wasting more time trying to get the health results that you desire that you're not getting. And then you have to dig yourself out of the hole of the compromised health that the poor, inferior quality product kicked in, right? So, or created. So it's really important to understand that when you invest in something for your health, you should be investing in the best quality possible. That's how I coach my clients, and that's how I live my life. Would you agree that's a good way to go?
That is a sound practice, indeed.
So, answering your question in terms of the microbiome, I don't want to glaze over that. When we are ingesting medical grade essential oils and they are allowing the body to come back into balance, and that is exactly what essential oils do. They marry with the body in the most beautiful way. They harmonize on a cellular level. They help the cells on a very deep level to cleanse themselves of impurities. And they allow the body to rid itself of pathogens and unwanted bacteria and things of that nature that don't belong. The body goes back into a state of homeostasis. And so if we're taking things internally that help our digestion to enhance, that reduce our gas, reduce our bloating, and allow us to detoxify, because I want you to think about essential oils, not only in terms of like what you breathe is as crucial as what you eat, but what you ingest also assists the body in letting go of things that are unwanted. The essential oils are very detoxifying on a cellular level. And so when that is happening, it does restore the gut, it does restore the microbiome. These powerful neurotransmitters can start moving through the system in a more proficient way because it's like you've reduced the accumulation, the fog, and the inflammation in the body so things can transmit more clearly and efficiently. Then, of course, you're going to see an enhancement in your energy, absolutely super quick, sleep, and digestion, which are the top three things we're really talking about today.
Wow. This has been enlightening. Do you have any other thoughts you care to share with us today?
Absolutely. My goal is to teach people how to nourish their bodies properly, detoxify and rejuvenate. And having the tools at their fingertips to do that is something that, is crucial in the process. So I've actually created a new program so that I can coach more people, reach more people, educate more people on the power of essential oils, because I wish I had these incredible tools, these microscopic little molecules. I wish I had them when I was first starting my journey and when I was first working as in clinical practice as a colon hydrotherapist, because they allow my clients to go so much faster with their healing process. So I've created 4 webinars for this week so that I can teach you a little bit more about how the oils work, how to choose that proper grade, how to troubleshoot your own health struggles, and make sure that you know how important it is that we're working with a modality that's actually a little more reliable than most modern forms of healthcare, because essential oils have no side effects. And most of the time when people are working with pills and things of that nature, not to speak negatively about our modern medicine structure, but the truth is I do believe that people should be starting with something natural first to see if it brings the body into balance. And if that doesn't work, then we can go for maybe a last resort. So I'm going to have 4 webinars this week so you can learn a little bit more about them, take a little bit more of a deeper dive, have direct access to me to ask some questions. And if you're ready to get started, I am launching an incredibly unique group coaching program that's my most enhanced and my most transformational detox course yet. You're going to get some starter gifts. You're going to get a learning kit. We've got some great freebies to support you in your educational process. to really getting to feel like you're a healer in your own home. So real quickly, right below the video, I've got a link for you to register for the free webinar. I've got 4 options for you on Wednesday and Thursday. You can pick the time that works best for you. Invite a friend if you know someone who's struggling. I suffered for years with skin issues and weight issues and chronic infections and a herniated disc. And I healed all of those things naturally. And I was even able to heal that herniated disc in the absence of meds, injections, or any kinds of surgery. My goal when I work with you is to make sure that you feel like you have more freedom in your life so that you can go out and make the biggest difference in the lives of others. So I really hope to see you on one of the webinars.
Wow, thank you, Joyce. Hey, this has been Justin Case and Joyce Rockwood sharing some insight into boosting natural digestion, enhancing sleep, thus providing energy solutions. Thanks for joining us. Remember, free gifts, additional information, and links are provided in this video's Read More, including Joyce's seminars. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel to stay connected, and please connect with Joyce in the links so you can learn some new healthy suggestions and how not to go bananas.
Do you suffer with poor digestion, compromised sleep, and low energy? Are you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired and are looking for safe and natural solutions that can truly get to the root cause of your issue? My name is Joyce Rockwood. I'm a gravity colon hydrotherapist, essential oil specialist, and gut health coach. For the last 25 years, I've been guiding my clients with safe and natural solutions that help them learn how to heal their bodies naturally from the inside out. I'm inviting you to join me in a free, no-cost webinar so you can learn about what I consider a revolution in healthcare, essential oils. Did you know that there are essential oils that can target all of these 3 issues as well as pretty much everything under the sun? Well, I'd love to tell you more. Right below this video, there is a link so you can register, pick a time that works for your busy schedule, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. Teaching you how to nourish, detoxify, and heal your body naturally from the inside out is what I do. Helping you to experience a life of freedom so you can make the biggest difference in the lives of those you love is who I am. And I'll see you soon.